In this video, we'll detail how to use the scrollable block and shortcode on your WordPress website. What is Scrollable? Scrollable is simply a means of containing text into a small scrollable and fully customizable container. There's an optional checkbox option that, when checked, will redirect the user to another page, useful for fact find reports, online applications, or any other type of condition where a user might be required to accept specific terms and conditions before they're allowed to continue on a journey. There are a number of scrollable examples on our website and in bLearn. The content shown in Scrollable is normally sourced from the Blocks module, so before we continue, we'll recap Blocks in brief. Blocks is a module in Yabba that provides for the easy maintenance of global content. You position an element or widget or shortcode anywhere just once and update that global block at any time. The information can reference text, media shortcodes, or any other type of content you would normally use on your website. The Blocks module has overlap with the conditional module, but that isn't its purpose. Generally speaking, you drag and drop content blocks from Elementor, and that content is rendered based on Yabba preferences. See the video on Blocks for a better understanding. Having reviewed Blocks, the preferred method of creating scrollable content, it should be noted that inline shortcode permits the inclusion of any content in a scrollable container, and we'll come to this shortly. We'll look at the Elementor scrollable block option first. From within Elementor, you should search for Scrollable. Drag that block into any position on a page and select an applicable block of content to render. The naked result is shown. It's a little boring, so we'll go ahead and add a style. Styling the container may be accomplished via the Elementor widget, which provides an extensive array of stylistic options for the container and internal scrollbar, or you may style the container and scrollbar via a profile created in Yabba. And assigning styles in Yabba is the preferred method, as multiple scrollable styles may be edited globally. To illustrate how Scrollable may be styled in Yabba, we'll navigate our way to Scrollable, which you'll find in the Plugins submenu within the Website module. From here, we may create one or more styles. We'll select one of these styles in Elementor in a moment. Note that there's a large number of options in Yabba's Scrollable Style panel. This is because we replicate all our Elementor features and give you granular control over presentation. In most cases, you can simply use default values, but you may style the container in any manner of your choosing. Towards the bottom of the Yabba Style panel, you'll see an option for a URL redirect, and we'll come back to this feature in a moment. We're going to create a style called Demo Style. We'll create a scrollable block with a height of 250 pixels, and we'll add a dashed black border of 2 pixels. We'll apply a light grey background color for the purpose of the demo, and we'll also widen the internal scrollbar thumb to 20 pixels and alter its color. We'll leave the default values for the rest of the container. Now the style is created and saved, we're required to send it to our website. The send action is required because Yabba is a multi-website system. We need to know which website will use the style we've just defined. If we navigate our way back to Elementor and using the same block of text we created earlier with a naked style, we'll apply our demo style. The result is as follows. You'll want to play around with the styles and create one that best fits your brand. Using Yabba, you're able to globally alter all occurrences of a scrollable container that references any single style, and this is part of the reason it is the preferred method of creating a style profile. The primary purpose of Scrollable is to create a short disclaimer for financial related interactions that require acceptance. In order to apply the Redirect Checkbox feature, we may use the Elementor widget or apply the condition to the profile we created in Yabba. If you're going to apply the checkbox in Elementor, you'll find it as the last option, and you'll have a toggle switch that enables that feature. We'll use Yabba as our preferred option and define a redirect to our fact find report. Once the profile is modified in Yabba, we'll send the profile data back to our website and refresh the page. The result is as shown. Note that once the checkbox is selected, the spinner will show momentarily before the redirect takes place and sends the user to the new page. To alter the scrollable text, you should update the content block assigned to the scrollable container, and if the style requires editing, you should edit via the review panel in Yabba. If using scrollable shortcodes, you should use the shortcode button in your WordPress content editor or reference the options in Yabba. If you're using inline shortcode to return a scrollable block into a postal page, you will be required to reference a Yabba style. This is because the shortcode bypasses the Elementor interface. If no style is referenced, a very basic rendering is returned. A default scrollable container rendered with shortcode and without any styling applied is shown on the screen. Scrollable has numerous applications, and a number of other options apply, such as a redirect back to the conditions page if a user is yet to accept terms, and these will all be discussed in the applicable bLearn module. If you have any issues, specific feature requests, or you identify any bugs, please let us know.